Good evening and welcome inside the Dollar Loan Center here in Henderson, Nevada for some more UNLV Skating Rebel action. The first time they're back at home in just over 2 weeks after a quick off week and a quick trip up to the University of Colorado Boulder, where the UNLV Skating Rebels swept the Skating Buffaloes. And on the call is myself, as always, Dominic Lavoie, joined by Ryan Gilder. And now the UNLV Skating Rebels have a huge test in this midweek matchup ahead of them, playing the University of Alaska Anchorage, an NCAA Division I team, welcoming them to town, coming off of a sweep against the Arizona State Sun Devils last time out. But last time these two teams faced each other in Alaska, Ryan, the UNLV Rebels got swept. They lost the first night 7-0, but they came ever so close, losing the second night 2-1.
They got swept in the first game. It was they got swept in the first tournament, a little bit upsetting. But in the first game, they lost 8-0. Second game, they lost 2-1. So you see the improvement there by the Skating Rebels, but also the Alaska Seawolves. At least they could say, hey, we got the sweep against UNLV. Coming off of getting swept by Arizona State, now they have 2 games in 2 days. Today they're playing against the Rebels. Tomorrow they're playing against Liberty. 2 premier ACHA teams. And this has been one of the more looked at games across the nation of ACHA versus NCAA play. And it's very exciting to see here at the Dollar Loan Center tonight.
Very, very exciting indeed. This is a very big game for the program, for UNLV, and for Liberty tomorrow night, as you mentioned. Liberty and UNLV, as you mentioned as well. 2 premier teams in the ACHA. Both teams are in the top 5 of the computer rankings of the ACHA as we speak. The new computer rankings came out today. As we came in, UNLV fell from number 1 to number 2, but Liberty is right there waiting in the wings, and UNLV still is a really good team. And last time out, they gave them a good test, but in that first night, Alaska Anchorage really got a whole bunch of chances in tight against the Skating Rebels, against Zach Wixon in that contest. They put 6 on Zach Wixon, and then they scored an additional 1 on Landon Pavlizin. We watched the highlights earlier today before the game started to kind of go over film. Tell me what you saw.
So what we saw is that Alaska Anchorage, they love to put the puck near the net, and they like to attack close to the net. And also they like to play high-low, where they'll go behind the net, they'll make a play from there, and they'll pass it into the open area. Another thing that Alaska Anchorage does to take advantage of UNLV is that they're faster skaters. So they'll put the puck on one end of the ice. Everyone on the Rebels play hot potato, go towards where the puck is, and there's a bunch of open ice for Alaska Anchorage. So what UNLV has to do is stay to their position, stay to their zone, so that they don't get caught lacking on open areas on the ice.
Most definitely, and UNLV is one of those premier teams that controlling the pace of play, but as you said, the Seawolves in that series, they really kind of control the pace of play. UNLV didn't really look like they could skate with the Seawolves, but now UNLV has a lot more games underneath them. They're back up to game speed. They're coming off of a series last weekend. And as you said, they can't really lose their coverage. And losing their coverage, there is a few goals. One specifically in mind, UNLV was on the power play in that first game. There were 4 forwards pinching to the half wall, and Hunter Mazzillo was left alone in the slot. A return pass to the slot, and it resulted in a goal. It's really all about helping each other, congesting the ice, because not to discredit the Skating Rebels, but the Seawolves are an NCAA program. They will be a bit faster because they're used to playing faster competition.
And a big aspect of the game that I talked about actually of Mud's actually on the podcast. It'll be out tomorrow. But we talked about Alaska Anchorage a little bit. And what he brought up was they beat them in 5-on-5 play. They scored 1, Alaska scored 0. Both goals came on the power play for Alaska Anchorage in their last win against UNLV. So a big aspect in today is for UNLV to stay out of the box, because last time on 5-on-5 play, UNLV had the advantage.
And that was the theme last season as well. UNLV, when they got into penalty trouble, it really killed them a bit, because when they face really high-tier teams in the ACHA, like Liberty, that we've been mentioning on the broadcast. Liberty, the Flames, they really made UNLV pay whenever they took penalties. And UNLV was one of the most penalized teams in the ACHA last season. But so far this year, they seem to have possibly cleaned that up a little bit. And they've been on the PK a lot less. And that could be contributing to their 7-0 record as they head into this game. Because at this point last season, they already got swept by the University of Central Oklahoma. But in their opening game of the year in Denver at a neutral site game, they beat the Broncos.
Yeah, to see the adjustment made from last season is huge. And UNLV still in ACHA play is undefeated. Tonight they're trying to get their first win in NCAA Division I play. And for the Seawolves, this is an opportunity for them to get some rust off. They had a little rough road trip, got swept in the last couple games. Now they could go in, get 2 wins, possibly against UNLV, and then tomorrow against Liberty, and kind of give themselves a revamp for the rest of their season.
Most definitely, and as you see, the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves have taken the ice, and we're going to go through the Seawolves starters tonight. Connor Merritt, Max Helgeson, and Matt Allen, the forward lines holding down the blue line for the University of Alaska Anchorage is Derek Hamlin and Brett Bamber, and in between the pipes is number 32, Joey Lamoureux, and we're nearing the time for the UNLV Skating Rebels to take the ice. We got the intro video playing up on the big screen as we speak. The entirety of Alaska Anchorage is on the blue line, and we're going to step away for a quick moment. And the UNLV Skating Rebels take the ice here at the Dollar Loan Center. Second time the Skating Rebels will be hosting a game here. They hosted opening night against the Utah Skating Utes on October 7th in a victory. And going through the UNLV Skating Rebels starters in one moment is PA announcer Joel Blakemore, but we'll go through those as well for you all on the broadcast. The starting forwards is a big-time contributor last season. I called it one of the speed lines during the 2021-2022 campaign. Michael Batuzov being announced right now. One of the speedier guys out of Dana Point, California, a part of the penalty killing or power kill pair of himself and Bradley Gallant. And Nicholas Flanders being announced now. Nicholas Flanders, one of the leading goal scorers, tied for the goal scoring lead on the UNLV Skating Rebels so far this season. And aforementioned Bradley Gallant being announced at the starting forward position. That line was very lethal, especially against the Arizona State University last December. And the deadly defenseman Alec Johnson, number 22, being announced, and his defensive partner, Rob McCullum, the man who last time we were here at the Dollar Loan Center contributed 2 goals in a come-from-behind win against the University of Utah. And in between the pipes, number 29, Landon Pavlison, in his first season with the Skating Rebels coming from the University of Wisconsin Superior. He's been really showing out this season in support, or in tandem, I should say, of Zach Wixon.
Absolutely. Landon Pavlison's doing a great job this season as we have the national anthem about to be played. Definitely don't want to overstep on that, so we're going to take a quick second for the national anthem and we'll be right back.
retired U.S. Marine, Jesse Welch.
A special display in honor of Veterans Day recently passing last week. But now all that's left is for the puck drop to get this game started. And going through the starters once again, if you're just joining us on this broadcast, going through the visiting University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, Connor Merritt, Max Hegelson, Matt Allen, all the forward line. Derek Hamlin, Brett Bamber, the defensive pair. In between the pipes for the Seawolves is Joey Lamoureux. And for the UNLV Skating Rebels, Michael Batuzov, Nick Flanders, and Bradley Gallant on the forward line. The defensive pairing, Alec Johnson and Rob McCullum. And in between the pipes for UNLV is Landon Pavlazin, as I mentioned previously on this broadcast, providing a very good compliment to Zach Wixon, who is a standout goaltender for the Skating Rebels last season.
Yeah, we talked about right before the broadcast that Pavlison's really starting to look like one of the better starting goalies, possibly even the best in the ACHA. And to have a 1A and 1B is a lot better than having a 1 goalie and a 2 goalie. And that's really what you found here at UNLV.
And that's one thing that, looking at this roster compared to last season's roster, is it looks like this signing class during the offseason, including Landon Pavlazin, the man tied with Nick Flanders for the goal-scoring lead on this team, Azaro Tinling, they're both NCAA transfers, and they're part of a large signing class with guys from NCAA hockey like Rob McCullum as well on the ice. And this team is very, very deep, and that depth scoring has come back and has really bolstered this offense as Bradley Gallant and Max Helgelson take the opening faceoff, and we are underway here from the Dollar Loan Center. Alec Johnson will wait in his own zone with that one, and we'll pass that D to D to Rob McCullum, who leaves that one for Johnson in his own zone. Johnson, his pass is going to be picked off by Connor Merritt early, and Merritt's going to come into the zone, leaves that one off. Shot, score! And an early goal for the Seawolves just 19 seconds in. Max Helgelson just rips one low on Landon Pavlazin, and the Seawolves are already up 1-0.
And we talked about in the presser and before the game, do not give up costly open ice turnovers, and that was what the Rebels did right away, and the Seawolves took advantage right away with scoring a goal. It's right now 1-0 with less than 20 seconds into the game.
And that goal scored by Max Helgelson and assisted by Connor Merritt, as that puck's going to be flipped into the opposite corner. Jake Berry's going to be pinching on that one on Brandon LaJoie. It's going to be fed right back to Carson Kosabud. He's going to take that one through his own zone. Tries to pass that one up. It's going to be picked off by Azaro Tinling at the half wall. Tinling pressured down low by Matt Kanash. Filters that one to the opposite half wall. It's going to be picked up there by Davis Golker. Off the half wall, up ice for LaJoie. He's going to leave that one back over for Kanash. Over to Johnson. Johnson takes that below his own goal line, gets held up by Del Monte. Burke's going to hop on that loose puck. Pressured by LaJoie. He's going to start it out. Chips it off the boards and into the zone. Fed back around to the opposite corner. Kyle Quinn pinches, tries to poke that one on. Can't do that one. It's just going to be fed right back to Hunter Mazzillo, who's going to feed that up to Riley Jensen. Jensen puts a move on and chips that one into the corner. Ben Almquist in pursuit. Left that one there for James Darby, who spun that one back up ice. Cole Wyatt on the forecheck with Jensen and Jason DeMizio. It's going to be sent back in for Darby, who's going to wait behind Lamoureux. Plays that one up ice. It's going to be a stretch pass into the zone. Looks like it's tipped on. Picked up by Connor Cole. Almquist now. Almquist lets a shot go. It's going to be blocked or tipped by DeMizio into the glove of Landon Pavlazin. We got our first stoppage for anything other than a goal with 18-11 to go.
Yeah, so you see a lot of Seawolves possession early in this game so far. The Rebels really have not taken this game and made it slow. They really got to slow down the pace of play in this game. It's way too fast, and the Seawolves are really taking advantage.
Face-off won by Alaska. It's going to be played down low. Wraparound attempt, save made by Pavlazin. Another second chance shot in tight. It's going to be stopped again. It's going to be fed back over. Fading on the shot there is Alex Gomez, as Max Johnson is going to feed that up to Brendan Manning, who's going to just chip that one into the zone. In pursuit of that puck is William Gilson. Spins that one around and sent out. Off the glass and in, that's Alex Gomez who sent that one in. He's going to be in on Alec Johnson. No Seawolf can come away with that puck. Johnson's going to feed that one up to his twin brother, Max Johnson. Manning gains the red line and sends that one in. Lamoureux's going to stop that in behind his own cage. Brett Bamber now. Alaska Anchorage gains the zone now clean. That's Matt Kanash. Plays that one to Allen. Allen back to the slot, picked off by Flanders. Now Gallant starting it out. Gallant passes that one up to Batuzov. Batuzov in the zone, lets a shot go. Gloved and held by Lamoureux for his first save of the night.
That was a good job there by Batuzov, at least putting the puck on net. Make Alaska have to at least save a puck, at least have to put it a little bit pressure on their end.
Solid shot there by UNLV as that offensive zone draw is going to be won by the Seawolves and played to the point. Barry tried to play that one still in. He keeps that one. Helgeson's going to take that one. He's going to send that one up to the half wall. Batuzov's going to come away with the loose puck, though, to Gallant. Gallant shoots, shouldered away by Lamoureux to the corner. Flanders now going for a skate with it. That gets chipped off his stick and out of the zone for Matias Del Monte. Back up ice for Gallant. He's just going to send that one in, stop behind the cage by Lamoureux, and we got fresh legs for UNLV. Stretch pass attempt by Carson Kosabud goes down the length of the ice for an icing. 16:21 to go. Shots are 4-2 in favor of Alaska Anchorage, but after that first goal was scored, it seems that UNLV has kind of tightened up their coverage a bit.
Yeah, you see just on the replay there that UNLV is starting to get some possessions, starting to get some shots off. They just had an odd man attack, and they got a good shot off. So just continuing putting in shots. I know you're down by a goal, but you just keep up putting shots on net, and that's the best thing that you could do.
Shot from the point by Mazzillo is going to be patted to the corner. Strong pressure by Helgeson. That's going to be filtered back out to the point. Mazzillo with another shot. Skips just wide. Quinn chips that one in. He's going to hold that one at the line. Can't fire that one in, but Burke get the second chance. Fires that one in for Azaro. Tinling tied for the goal lead for UNLV with Nick Flanders at 5. Now it's going to be played up. Brandon LaJoie is going to be pickpocketed by Mazzillo at the half wall. He'll put the brakes on and feed a pass up to Luke Burke, who's going to start it and head up to the neutral zone. Lets a shot go, tipped to the opposite corner. Played off the boards and around by Ben Almquist. Now over to Max Osborne. Osborne now gets pressured in the neutral zone by Riley Jensen. He takes a tumble. It's going to be sent into the UNLV zone. Stopped behind the goal by Landon Pavlison for Jack Kennedy. Kennedy cross ice to Joey Carollo. Carollo now up ice, tipped above the glass by Jensen and out of play for a whistle.
UNLV Hockey would like to thank the
First 5 minutes of this game started off really going towards the Seawolves side. Now it's starting to even up a little bit. Now UNLV is starting to put some pressure on the Seawolves.
UNLV definitely starting to tighten up their play a little bit more as this neutral zone draw is going to be won by Alaska Anchorage. Osborne D-to-D for Darby. Loose puck's going to be filtered into the zone. Osborne back to recover. Osborne now uses the net as a shield. He's going to start it out. Takes a bump from Riley Jensen. DeMizio takes the loose puck now. DeMizio in. Cross ice feed for Cole Wyatt. Can't connect there. Now here come the Seawolves back the other way. That's Connor Cole. Drop pass there. Shot gloved and held by Pavlison.
Well, we talked before the game about keeping the Seawolves away from crowding the net, and Alec Johnson did a great job there, pushing away a Seawolf, and didn't create a screen opportunity, and then Pavlison at least knew who was going to be shooting the puck. And it turned out to be a cross-checking, so that's going to definitely bite UNLV after that, but it at least kept the Seawolves off of the net, but you got to do it in some other way.
Early penalty to the Skating Rebels. That's Alec Johnson, 2 for cross-checking. That's going to send the Seawolves to the power play just over 5 minutes into this game. As Batuzov in on the forecheck, he forces William Gilson to take a tumble. Now puck pressure at the half wall, a bit of a mess of players there. Skips free, but Tuzov's going to chop that one back in. Himself and Gallant going to get fresh legs. Gunnar Smith impacts him alone. Now the penalty killer's out there for UNLV. Tias Almonte and Hunter Mazzillo, the defensive pairing. As Gilson's going to have to pirouette back in his own zone and start it back out. It's going to be fed up ice to Dylan Finley, who gets bumped off the puck by Dalmonte. A clearing attempt by Smith hits the official, but still skips out of the zone for Gilson, who's going to pass that one up to Finley. Connor Merritt gets stopped up at the blue line, but he shows off the hands and gains the zone anyways. He's going to pull up the half wall, and he's just going to spin that one to the corner for Allen. Allen now is going to take the open ice behind the net. Stop up, pressured by Quinn, takes a few chops. Allen out to Hegelson. To the point for Bamber, back to Hegelson. Down low to Allen. Allen looks, cross ice, broken up by Quinn's skate. Bamber to Hegelson, one-timer blocked by Carollo. 42 seconds to go on this Seawolves power play. Bamber at the point now, over to Hegelson at the left dot. Tipped out of the zone. That pass is by Gunnar Smith. Hegelson now waits at the blue line, leaves that one over for Connor Merritt. He gets tripped up. Filtered back to the point for Bamber. Cross ice there for Hamlin. Derek Hamlin waits at the point. Now down to the corner for Allen. Allen now to Hegelson, corner to corner. Up to Bamber. Turn pass to Hegelson. He's going to look. Cross ice for Hamlin. Bamber, one-timer shot. Stick save by Pavlizin. UNLV back up to full strength. Bamber now looks in the slot. He's going to have to take a pump. One-timer cross ice just off the outside of the cage. One-timer fired by Hamlin. It's going to be fed over to Hegelson, who's get that puck chopped away by Carollo. And Carollo's going to get the puck out of the zone, but not clear the neutral zone, as Hegelson's just going to send that one into the corner. The Seawolves still aggressive on the forecheck. That's Allen pressuring Luke Burke, and Quinn's going to fire that one around the boards for Burke.
Now, that was a great penalty kill there by the Skating Rebels. They did a good job staying in their zone and making some key shot blocks and making some good poke checks to not give the Seawolves any good looks there on the power play.
That stretch pass tipped in, but sent back around by the Seawolves, and they're going to take that one and start it out. And we got a delayed offsides touched up. With 11:55 to go in this period, UNLV is definitely looking a lot better off of the back of that early goal. And one thing that I did notice, I've pointed out on previous broadcasts, UNLV in the past last season, they could take a bit longer to get their legs under them in a game, and it definitely looks like the case so far tonight. That's going to be sent around the boards. Manning's going to be in on LaJoie. It's going to skip free over to Del Monte. Johnson tries to play that one up. Gunnar Smith's going to take the loose puck and chop that one in for Manning. It's going to skip free to the corner. Played corner to corner to LaJoie. Puck battle in the far corner. It's going to be won by Alaska. Golker's going to take a pass and send that one up. We got another delayed offsides on the Seawolves and another stoppage of play.
Yeah, the Skating Rebels in this first period, it kind of reminded me of the second period against Arizona State when they gave up 2 goals in the first minute or 2 of the period. That's kind of like how that first goal felt like against the Seagulls, where they kind of were caught flat on their toes and were ready to start off the game, but now they kind of got themselves settled in.
Very quick goal indeed. That was scored about 19 seconds in, just beat Landon Pavlizin low. As Alaska Anchorage, Ben Almquist is going to take that one. Tried to get it in the zone. That's going to be skipped off the glass and out for Jensen, who gloves that one down. Feeds it to Cole Wyatt. Down low for DeMizio. Tried to play that one off the boards, but it's going to be picked off there by James Darby, who spins that one around. And here comes that Alaska Anchorage. That's Almquist. Takes a pretty big hit from Kyle Quinn, and Almquist appears to be shaken up. Headed to the bench, doubled over. That was a pretty big-time collision there at the half wall on the rush. But Kyle Quinn is coming away scot-free as his stretch pass is going to be picked off, and you see that hit on your screen there. It's going to be fed to the opposite corner. Max Helgeson spins that one back to the slot. Good job by Hunter Mazzillo breaking up that play. It's going to be spun down low for Allen. Pressure by Quinn. Helgeson now. Tried to get that one to the point for Dylan Finley. He just skates out of the zone, and here come the Seawolves recoiling. Nice move there by Gilson. Now UNLV is going to start this one back out. Batuzov now at the left wing. Batuzov gains the zone. Cross-ice feed for Gallant. Tipped on net. Loose puck for McCollum at the point. McCollum just fans on the shot, and a great opportunity for UNLV off the rush. But here comes the Seawolves coming back the other way. That's Helgeson leaving one off for Gilson. Gilson's going to go for a skate with it. Tries to feed it over to Helgeson, but Gallant breaks that pass up. That was UNLV's first great scoring opportunity of this game. Batuzov just feeding a pass cross ice, but Gallant just can't tap that one home, as UNLV can't clear their own zone. Connor Belitsky at the half wall feeds that one to the slot. Shot blocked away by Pavlizin. Rebound by Hamlin. Shot there. And a loose puck again by Pavlizin. Another shoulder save. Two big saves in a row by Landon Pavlizin. Fed back to the slot. Good stick by Tinling, breaking that one up. Fed to the point. Another pad save by Pavlizin. And now here comes the UNLV skating Rebels the other way. Luke Burke coming away with it. Cross-ice pass for Carson Strong. Strong feeds that one on. Can't connect with any skating Rebel there, and some really big key saves there by Pavlizin.
Unbelievable saves there by Pavlizin, using his whole body, being able to shift from one end of the crease to the other end of the pipe. That was unbelievable there by Pavlizin. That's why it's still a 1-0 game.
LaJoie's going to take that one in the neutral zone. He's going to have to recoil with that puck. Joy now cuts to the outside, shakes off a hit from Max Johnson, pulls up in the corner. Pressure by Matias Del Monte. Johnson's going to come away with that. Can't chip that all the way out of the zone. It's going to be spun right back in on net for Pavlizin. He put his glove over and hold for a whistle with 8:13 to go in this opening frame.
He definitely wanted to take a breather, you know, because the problem is that if you try to get that puck out, it could very easily go right back to the Seawolves, and then they get another possession where he'll have to make some more acrobatic saves. But Pavlizin's been doing an amazing job in this period, and they're going to need him to play great tonight to be able to have a chance to win this game.
Big hit there by Max Johnson, upending Carson Kosabut, and Johnson's just going to chip that one on net for Joey Lamoureux. He's going to feed that one over to LaJoie. He's going to tip that one on. Kennedy came away with that one and tried to skip that one into the zone, but it's going to be stopped up by Davis Golker. Over to Carson Kosabud. Cross ice picked off by Gunnar Smith. Smith loses possession of that puck, gain in the zone there. He's going to give Kosabud a few chops. He's going to get pickpocketed by Cole Wyatt, the point leader for the UNLV Skating Rebels, and that's Wyatt now. Wyatt in shot, pat away by Lamoureux, and he finds it and holds for a whistle. Another good scoring chance from UNLV, and that's coming off of the left wing, off of the rush once again.
Yeah, off of a turnover there created by Wyatt. He took it down, had the 3-on-2, and it was a good opportunity there, just didn't go home, but 6 shots so far by the Rebels. They're down 6-8 in the shot total so far in the first period. But keep up the shots for the Rebels to try to get a goal here.
Alaska Anchorage now is starting it out. It's going to be Caleb Height. He's going to feed that one into the corner. We got a whistle. Official's arm is up. And it looks like he's pointing at Jason DeMizio, and DeMizio is in disbelief, pleading his case to the official. It looks like the signal is going to be roughing. Waiting on the official announcement from the official here. Jason DeMizio going to the box for roughing.
And that is a penalty that UNLV is way too accustomed of, is roughing.
Definitely a very aggressive team off the puck and off the whistle. However, this penalty kill is going to be tested in this first period so far. Their second penalty of the night. A big penalty kill on that first one. They're going to be tested once again as Bamber over to Helgeson. Down low for Allen. For Hamlin. Hamlin lets a shot go. Pat away by Pavlizin. Fed back to the point for Bamber. Bamber lets a shot go. Blocked by Gallant. Chipped away. Not out yet. Helgeson back down low. It's going to be chipped away from Allen. He'll come away with possession anyways. Connor Merritt for Allen. Allen behind Pavlizin. Allen waits behind the goal from Merritt. Bamber back to Merritt. Merritt in tight for Allen. Allen looks, shoots. Big save there by Pavlizin, shouldering that one away. Batuzov pressuring Bamber at the blue line. He's going to try and keep that in. Batuzov gets in the way, tries to chip that one away. No success there, and here comes Matt Allen at the half wall. Spins away from Batuzov's pressure. Still pressure by Batuzov. Batuzov whacking at the puck. Allen's just going to feed that one for Helgeson. He's going to send that one up for Hamlin at the point. Off the half wall, back to Helgeson. Chopped away by Mazzillo. Helgeson's going to come away with it. Helgeson now feeds one to the blue paint. It's going to be held up in the pads by Pavlizin for a whistle. 46 seconds to go on this power play, and UNLV still not really letting the Seawolves get a lot of good looks.
In the pregame, we were talking about how Anchorage likes to play low to high, and they were showing that a little bit in that possession, going behind the net, going to the middle, and then going to the deep end of the zone.
It's going to be played back up to the point. Cross ice for Finley. Finley waits, looks. Up ice for LaJoie. Back up to the point for Gilson. Now for Ganache. To Finley. Finley looks. Waits. Cross ice for Almquist. He can't get a handle on that one. He'll have to recoil. Back up to the point. Over to Finley. Finley now looks. Shoots. Blocked in front by Kennedy. Now back up to the point for Gilson. Gilson to Finley. Finley's going to wait. Pass over to Almquist. Almquist shoots. Just whistles wide of blocker side for Pavlizin. It's going to be held up by Gilson. 10 seconds to go on the UNLV penalty. Almquist down low. Fed cross ice. Pass intended for Finley. Can't connect. Tipped on net just wide. And Demizio comes out of the box. UNLV back to full strength. Another big penalty kill. But not out of the zone yet. Gilson to Finley. Loses that puck in his skates. Play back up for Belitsky. Now to Gilson. Gilson's going to look back to Belitsky. Belitsky lets a shot go from the high slot. Patted away. Alaska Anchorage with some good zone time. Corolla's going to come away with it. Stops up. Chips that one up for Paxton Malone. He's going to wait. Pass up to Smith, who chips that one up ice for Demizio. He'll lose the puck at the blue line, but the puck is out of the zone. And fed back up ice for Almquist. Almquist now spins away from pressure. Leaves that for Belitsky. His pass intended for White, picked off by Strong. Now Burke coming the other way. He gets poked away, but Strong's going to jam that puck back in. We've got a whistle. With 4:32 to go, UNLV now trailing in the shot department by 6 shots. Alaska Anchorage with 12 and UNLV with 6.
Alaska Anchorage didn't score on that power play. A little bit different than the first power play. The first one, UNLV played really good defense. In this second one, UNLV played good defense, don't get me wrong, but I really feel like there was lack of execution by Alaska, too many missed passes, and that's what costed them a power play there, a loss of opportunity.
Puck's going to be tipped into the zone and picked up there by Alex Gomez. Is going to be pressured by Alec Johnson. The puck's going to skip free to the opposite corner. Zaro Tinling almost jumps on that. Johnson can't clear that one. Sent back into the zone. Johnson and Gomez battling for the puck. That skips free to the half wall for Tinling, who's just going to float that one above the heads of the Seawolves defense. Down 200 feet for an icing.
I understand what Tilling's thinking, but you don't want to get yourself into an icing, especially just after you get off the power play. You're going to have to stay on, and you're having a face-off in your own zone. There were so many ways how you could clear that without having it be icing, especially in the situation that he was in.
Face-off out to the right of Pavlizin. Won by Anchorage. McCollum throwing a pretty big hit there on LaJoie. He's going to come away with that. Pumps, leaves that one out to the slot. Shot, save made by Pavlizin. Another blocker save there. Kosabud tries to hit Tinling as that puck skips past him. Down 200 feet. No icing call there. His Golker's just going to wait behind Lamoureux and survey the ice. He's going to leave that off the half wall there for Kosabud. Feeds that one up for LaJoie. LaJoie lets a shot go, gloved and held by Landon Pavlizin, flashing the leather.
Yeah, talk about flashing the lever there. That was a really good job there by Pavlizin, because he's lined up on the right side of the crease right there, and he's out a little bit because you want to block that chance of hitting him on the inside. And that was a really good job there, flashing the lever, because he knew that top corner right there, that number 3, that 3 hole was going to be open, and that was a great job closing it up.
Pavlizin making a lot of key saves since giving up that shot or that goal early on in this contest. And now here comes Alaska Anchorage in the zone, tries to feed a pass to the slot. That wasn't successful. There was Merritt and Allen with a turnaround shot. That was patted away by Pavlizin. Another key save there. 3 minutes to go in this opening frame as Helgeson's going to pass that one up for Merritt tries to chip that one in, but it's going to be scooped out of the zone by Batuzov. Now Derek Hamlin's going to wait in his own zone. He's going to leave that one off behind his own cage. Gunnar Smith alone, forechecker. Manning and Johnson at the blue line. As that puck skips free off the turnbuckle, Manning's going to try and wrestle that puck away. He gets pushed to the ice as he spins that one into the zone. Gunnar Smith then on the forecheck as well as Johnson. Chipped off the half wall there for Seawolves player. Fed up for White. Just going to filter that one down low for Finley. He's going to spin that one over to Cole, who spins that one back up for Almquist. Pressure by Manning. Now fed back to the point. Slap shot just wide of the net by Max Osborne. Finley picks out that puck, feeds it to Cole. Cole puts the brakes on Hunter Mazzillo. Cole now out from below the goal line. Cole leaves that one there for Osborne, who's just going to chip that one back down low. Mazzillo comes away with it. Pokes that one on for Manning. Manning now flips that one out of the zone. Osborne back to recover in his own end. D to D for Finley. Up ice for Height. And UNLV can't quite come away with it out of their zone. Jensen just losing the puck there to Gomez, and he's going to send that one back in. Alec Johnson leaves that for Jason Demizio, who's going to round his own net. Stretch pass up for Cole White. He's going to keep possession, leaves it for Jensen. Played in the corner now by the Skating Rebels. It's going to be Darby. He's going to send that one around and sent out of the zone now. Here comes Carter Belitsky. A minute remaining. Belitsky stopped up, feeds that one back for Osborne. He can't get a handle on that one. That one's in his skates. It's going to be fed over now to Kanash. Pressure by Demizio. Johnson's going to take that loose puck. Kanash in on him. D to D for McCullum. McCullum off the boards for Johnson. Return pass to McCullum in behind Pavlizin. 35 to go in this period. Demizio to Jensen. Jensen turns the puck over at the blue line. Left for Kanash. Return pass. One-timer tipped just wide. Dejoy's going to take that puck there. Now Kanash loses that puck in his skates. Demizio's going to take that one into the near corner. Flips that one out. 15 to go. Kosabud stopped that one up, left that one there for Davis Golcrew, feeds that one up to LaJoy. LaJoy cross ice, picked off by Strong. Pass intended for Kanash. Now up ice. Puck skipped a little bit too slow for Tinling, and the horn sounds on the first period. The Seawolves have the advantage in shots, 15-6 in the advantage in the score, 1-0 after 20. And Ryan, it was a bit of a shaky start for UNLV, but they have definitely tightened up the plays since that goal bit about 20 seconds into this one.
They tightened up, and also Landon Pavlison really got his leather up and got it ready to go. But the Rebels right now are lucky to only be down 1-0. And I'll also flip that on Alaska Anchorage. The Seawolves, they should be up more than one goal right now. They shouldn't be going into the locker room with their head up high. They should be in there saying, hey, we could have done a lot more in that first period. A lot of lack of execution on the power play, too many mess ups with the passes, not enough connection, because they're playing that low to high pretty well. They just couldn't shoot and put the puck behind the net, and that's what they have to do.
And there was definitely a lot of open looks at Alaska Anchorage passed up, but when you're Alaska Anchorage and you have that system in place, that low to high system that they used against UNLV in the past and that they're using tonight, playing a lot of their time below the goal line or in tight to the goal, it's pretty hard to kind of not try and find that perfect shot. And especially with the early looks in the power play, you're kind of feeling out the other team or feeling out the penalty kill. So if UNLV keeps taking penalties, we could see an adjustment to the power play for the Seawolves, or we could continue seeing them trying the low to high, because the low to high is still getting them some pretty solid looks during this game.
Yeah, they're getting some solid looks at the low to high. I really feel like they're trying to get that opportunity, and they're like, okay, I want to try to pass it to another teammate that could have an even better opportunity. And then that pass is either batted away by a poke check or it just doesn't connect to the teammate. What they really got to do is just sharpen up that final pass, because it seems like there's multiple times in this first period that Alaska Anchorage is only one pass away from getting that shot that would go behind the net. Because Halverson's doing a great job making acrobatic saves in the first period, but he can't cover the whole net the whole entire game. There's going to be times where part of the net's going to be left open because of rebounds, because of events that happen, especially when Alaska Anchorage is on the power play. And we saw that happen, but they just couldn't connect on that final pass.
And with UNLV down in this game, they're only one bounce away. They've looked a lot better in transition after that first goal. Could have possibly woken them up a little bit early in that first period. And they've gotten a lot of chances off of the rush, something that they're very accustomed to. They were one of the best teams in transition last season, and they're still getting transition scoring opportunities in abundance this season. So a lot of those chances are coming off of the left wing from those deadly players on offense, like Michael Batusov, who has a sneaky shot, and leading point getter Cole Wyatt, and some goal scorers like Nick Flanders getting those opportunities early and often now after that goal was scored.
Yeah, like you said perfectly, UNLV's getting good transition opportunities against Alaska Anchorage, and they could put one behind the net, and that's talking about Nick Flanders and Golan and all those guys. They're doing a good job gaining off transition. Like we said earlier in the game, Cole White started a 3-on-2, and that gave UNLV a chance to possibly score. So, like we said, one bounce. This game reminds me of what happened against Utah in the first game at the Dollar Loan Center, where Utah looked like in the first period that they had the advantage over UNLV, but one bounce really could change the game, and UNLV pounced on that one bounce. So this game could really change off the one bounce, and that one bounce, if Alaska Anchorage score, could really give UNLV a big hole to climb up. But if UNLV scores, we're back in an even game, and it could go to either way.
And UNLV is one bounce away from tying it. As you said, Anchorage on the power play could be one pass away from another key scoring opportunity, but we're just under 12 minutes away from the second period, but we'll be stepping away for a brief time during this intermission. We'll be back after the break. And welcome back inside the Dollar Loan Center for UNLV Skating Rebel action here against the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves, an NCAA Division I team taking on one of the premier programs in the ACHA Men's Division I. On the call, as always, is myself, Dominic Lavoie, joined by Ryan Gilder. If you're just joining us, the Seawolves are up 1-0 in this game after an early goal, 19 seconds in, off a bit of a broken play after the opening draw. And UNLV, they really tightened up after that goal, but they did kind of look flat-footed off the jump of that period. Tell me what you saw, Ryan.
Yeah, what I saw was that UNLV was flat-footed at the get-go of the game. They wanted to get settled in, and Alaska Anchorage was ready to get jumping at UNLV, and that's what they did. They got a quick goal 19 seconds into the game. After that, this game's been pretty evenly played. I feel like Alaska had a couple opportunities that they didn't get, that they didn't take advantage of. They had 2 power plays. One of them, UNLV, I felt like played really good defense. The second one, there was open space on the ice, and Alaska, like we said before the break, was 1 pass away from getting that goal to give themselves some insurance going into the next 2 periods. Because playing against UNLV, you're going to need some insurance goals. UNLV goals do not come out of premium. They come in bunches. So 1 goal isn't that much only in the first period. There's a lot of game left here tonight.
And with this second period coming up, one thing that we've brought up in the past on broadcasts is the long change. Now, the long change is going to be crucial for both teams, not only for Alaska Anchorage with the lead, but also for the Skating Rebels down by 1. The Skating Rebels haven't really gotten their breakout going this game. They've looked pretty solid off the rush as the first period went on, but getting the breakout going in this long change period is crucial due to you're farther away from your bench. You're the farthest away from your bench possible in this game. So any mistake on a breakout, any mistake on a line change, any turnover in the neutral zone at the blue line, those are crucial in determining a team's success in the second period, because if you turn the puck over in the neutral zone or if you turn the puck over at the blue line while you're getting changed up, your guys get the fresh legs getting on the ice. They're going to be flat-footed, and the rush coming the other way is going to be a really deadly scoring chance. So I'm intrigued to see what adjustments the Skating Rebels and their coaching staff, Anthony Vigneri Greener and Nick Raboni, made during this intermission.
I agree with you on the long change. There's 2 takes I have from it. One is that Alaska should have the advantage because they're the faster skating team, and they should be able to take advantage of this long change. However, UNLV's played at the Dollar Loan Center before, so they're already used to playing here with the long change against Utah. So I would say it's about even here. Both these teams with the long change, it's whoever gets the power play first is really going to get the big advantage here, because the team that has to clear it out will have to change after.
Both starting lines out for each squad. Max Helgeson, the goal scorer for the University of Alaska Anchorage. Connor Merritt and Matt Allen, the forward lines. Brett Bamber and number 63, Derek Hamlin, out for the Seawolves. Defensive pairs, Batuzov, Gallant, and Flanders out there. The forward lines, McCullum and Johnson. The defensive pairs, Batuzov, he can't spin that one on. It's going to be tipped on by Allen to Helgeson. It's going to be spun down low. Helgeson's going to take a tumble as Alec Johnson's going to come away with it. He's going to send a pass up for Gallant, who can't get a handle on that one. He'll stop that up at the ref's crease, but that's going to be taken away by Merritt. Merritt now, he's going to take that one and can't force a shot through the slot. That's going to skip outside the zone for Bamber. He's going to feed that one cross ice there. Fed to the slot for Merritt, can't connect there. UNLV is going to come away the other way. Demizio puts the brakes on at the red line, leaves that one for Batuzov. Batuzov drop pass to Demizio. Demizio dances through the defense, loses possession of that puck. Filtered on, that's going to be blocked away by Joey Lamoureux. And Allen's going to skip that one out of the zone down the length of the ice for an early icing, just about a minute 2 into this period.
Well, it looked like Alaska jumped in this period as well, but the Skating Rebels were ready for the attack, and then the Skating Rebels put a good possession on the other side of the ice, and then they forced the icing, so now they're going to have a possible chance, if they win this faceoff, to have their first possession in the long change.
Offensive zone draw for UNLV out to the right of Lamoureux is going to be tied up. UNLV will come away with possession. Demizio leaves that one for Barry. Barry filters one on, sticked away by Lamoureux. Played down to Jensen. Jensen's going to turn away from pressure, gets tripped up there. by Darby. He's going to spin away from pressure there again. Demizio's going to take that puck behind the net. Demizio faces some pressure, spins that one down low for Jensen again. Jensen for Demizio, back up to the point for Matias Dalmonte, who dances with the line there. D to D for Barry, sends that one in below the goal line. Jensen feeds one to the slot. Wyatt shot just misses wide. A good scoring chance there for Cole Wyatt and the Skating Rebels. Mimicking Anchorage's low to high plays there as that puck skips free in the neutral zone for Carson Strong. Strong's going to take a tumble there. Going to be fed cross ice for Almquist is going to let a shot go into the chest of Pavlizin for a whistle just over 2 minutes in.
Yeah, last possession, Cole Wyatt had a chance on a one-timer, and he shot it wide of the net, very close. Now on the replay is the shot by the Seawolves, and Landon Pavlizin does a great job not letting that go out and have a possible rebound chance for the Seawolves.
Off the glass and out for LaJoie. He's going to get roughed up there by Azaro Tinling. Or that was Gilson, excuse me. Begging his case to the official, looking for some sort of call. Doesn't look like he'll get it as this faceoff's going to come out to the center dot.
Yeah,
17,
it looks
52.
like that. It looks like Cole held onto the puck, and that's what they called the whistle for.
Definitely did look like that now that you mentioned that one. Tinling holding up his fist there, closing his hand. Gilson avoids a big check there from Burke. And Strong's going to try and fire that one, and that's going to be blocked by Cole. He's going to try and send that one out. He takes a bump from Luke Burke. It's going to be filtered into the zone. Kyle Quinn's going to put the brakes out there on Caleb Height. Strong tries to filter that one in. That's going to be taken by Golker. Height's going to leave that one for Cole. Back to Height at the right wing. Skips that one down for Cole. Cross ice again. Big save by Pavlizin. Going post to post and getting that blocker arm out to make that stop. A big save there by the netminder, keeping UNLV only down by one. McCollum tried to one-touch pass that one. That skips free out of the zone, but he'll poke that one on. It's going to be sent right back the other way. Here comes the University of Alaska Anchorage. Nice between the legs move there by Jared White. Now a shot there is going to be tipped wide. That shot attempted by Carter Belitsky. It's going to be skipping back down the length of the ice for Golker. He's going to wait. Forecheck by Daniel Fisher. Golker's going to leave that one for Max Osborne. Stretch pass intended for Alex Gomez down the length of the ice for an icing.
That was a great acrobatic save there by Pavlizin. Being big, showing his presence, and not even an opportunity, really, by Alaska Anchorage. And that's a great job by Pavlizin there, because that very easily could have been a goal for the Seawolves.
Just for Pavlizin to be able to explode off of that post and get that blocker arm up is the difference maker right now, being able to keep this game 1-0 as he's going to come out and play the puck there. Can't skip that one out. Going to be held at the half wall. Pass back up the ice for Kosabut at the point. Leaves that one at the half wall for Jared White. He lets a shot go. Just skips off of the glass there. Back out to the slot. A pretty odd bounce. Now Gunnar Smith head up. Crossovers through the zone. Leaves that one up for Brendan Manning. Max Johnson can't stop that puck up. Now here comes Merritt into the zone. Plays that one around the boards for James Darby, who sends that one back in for Merritt. Wrestled to the ice by Jack Kennedy. Alaska Anchorage is going to come away with it. A big shot there from the point by Karna Kosabud. Whistles wide, back to Kosabud at the point. Kosabud lets a shot go. Pad save by Pavlizin, skips free, but that's going to be cleared out by Brendan Manning. Loose puck there at the near wall by the penalty boxes. Helgeson's going to come away with it. Now puck sent up to Brendan Manning, who's going to wait. Filters one to the slot on net for Lamoureux. He's going to hold for a whistle.
Lamoureux wanted to make sure he snagged that one up. That was one of those knuckle pucks that you don't know where it's going to go. And that was a good job because goal line was right there, ready to pounce. And like we said before, right before the period, one bounce can change the game right now, either for Alaska Anchorage or for UNLV.
Cole Wyatt lets a shot go off the draw. Misses just wide. Wyatt's going to play that one back down low. Demizio can't stop it up. Bamber's going to come away with it. Up to LaJoie. He fans on his pass. He'll take that puck again. He'll look. Complete that pass up ice to Matt Johnson. Now cross ice for LaJoie. He lets a one-timer go. Whistles just wide to the opposite corner. Bamber's going to let a shot go through some traffic. Patted away by Pavlizin. Now in the corner, that's Kanash. Now back out, sticked away by Pavlizin. Bamber now. Feeds that one down. It's going to be picked off by Demizio, who sends that off the boards for Jensen. Jensen pressured by LaJoie. It's going to be sent back down low. Alec Johnson now. His pass tipped into the zone by Jensen. And an icing called. Bit of a strange call there. From our vantage point in the broadcast booth, I heard that tip off of Jensen's stick, but...
Yeah, I agree with you. I saw Jensen tip the puck off of where he was, but I'm not sure if he was in front of or behind the red line. We'll have to see if there's a replay of that, but I'm pretty sure Jensen, from our view, was in front of the red line of center ice, so that should not have been icing.
Bit of a strange call there, as that offensive zone draw was won by Anchorage, and we got another stoppage. Another redo of the draw out to the left of Landon Pavlizin. Faceoff's going to be won by UNLV. Sent off the glass and out for Gilson. Gilson now head up to the neutral zone. He's going to just send that one in off the official. Second different official belted by a puck tonight. Bit of unlucky puck luck if you're wearing stripes. Gilson's going to take that one. Passes that one up to Cole. Cole catches that one in stride. Leaves that one for Almquist. Almquist filters one on. Tipped on net. Pavlizin makes a save. Pavlizin sprawls out in behind the cage. He gets set back up. Alaska Anchorage is still with the puck. Gilson puts a move on. He's going to have to pirouette back. Gilson skates the blue line. Spins that one over to Almquist. Almquist waits, shoots just over the net. He's going to skip back out to the opposite point for Gilson, who's going to take that one below the goal line. Gilson around the net. McCullum with a pretty big hit there. One looked like it was Cole. Now here comes UNLV the other way. Here comes Azaro Tinling. Tinling leaves a pass through the slot. Luke Burke gets tied up by Gilson on the back check. And the net comes off its moorings. You're taking a look at that big save there by Landon Pavlizin on the opposite end with his shoulder as he sprawls out on the back of the net.
And that's a great job by Pavlizin, sticking out that blocker all the way to the end of the pipe right there, because there was a second opportunity there. And then the Tinling on the one-timer, he actually did a great job forcing the Seawolf defender to go into his goalie, and there was an opportunity there, but just the net went off.
Hunter Mazzillo wanted a call there, didn't get such thing, as that face-off is going to be won by Alaska Anchorage, sent back into the corner for Manning in pursuit. Tries to play that one back for Max Johnson, can't get there. Gomez is going to take this puck. Now to Osborne. Osborne now head up through the neutral zone, shaking off pressure from Gunnar Smith. Plays it off the glass for himself in the corner. Johnson's going to take the loose puck. Big reverse hit there by Max Johnson. In behind the goal. Now UNLV is going to come away with it. It's Brendan Manning in the zone. Gunnar Smith in on that puck. Smith bumps into Osborne. They both tumble to the ice. Gallant bumps White to the ice. Can't clear that one. Puck skips free for Kyle Quinn in the neutral zone over to Hunter Mazzillo. Smith's going to tip that one in. Nick Flanders and Bradley Gallant in pursuit. Flanders presses White up against the wall. Gallant in for support. And in comes Golker. Puck skips free. Tuzov skips one on net. Flanders second chance opportunity. Loose puck in the blue paint. Frantically searching for it, and Flanders gets pushed out of the blue paint on his knees. He's just going to take a look at Golker, and cooler heads will prevail there.
And that was a good opportunity there by the Rebels. Put the puck inside the crease, and that was very close to going in. Still, the Rebels only have 8 shots so far in the game. It's been 7.5 periods that the Rebels have played against Anchorage, and they've only scored 1 goal. They really got to get those numbers up to have a chance to beat them.
Puck not cleared out of the zone. Flanders tries to play one to the slot. That's going to skip to the opposite point for Quinn, who's just going to chip that one in. Flanders back in there. It's going to skip free to Kyle Quinn. Loses that puck in his feet. Pressured by Merritt. Now Darby. Off the boards and out. Allen can't play that one on, but he picks up his own loose puck. Out to the left wing for Kosabud. His shot gets tipped over the net. Out of the zone and behind the defense, Batuzov in on the forecheck. Trying to pressure Darby. Batuzov catches an edge and takes a tumble into the corner. Now Kosabud. Cross ice for Darby. Now up ice for Helgeson. One-timer cross ice for Allen. Good scoring chance there. Just misses high. Now it's a Bamber. Bamber lets a shot go. Shot blocked in front. Now out for Kosabud at the point. Back down low. That's Allen. Allen now out. His pass gets picked off by Jensen. Jensen now to Cole White. He's going to scoop that one in. Jensen in pursuit on Bamber. He's going to play that one up back out for Helgeson. Out of the zone. Tipped wide by Barry, but here comes Alaska Anchorage the other way. Back to the stop for Allen. Can't connect. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Strong's going to come away with that one. We got a delayed penalty up. Touched up by Alaska Anchorage, waiting on the call. Looks like Derek Hamlin's going to be going to the box for the Seawolves.
Now, with 10:17 left in the second period here, there's a great opportunity for the Rebels. They've been playing good hockey here in the second period.
High sticking's a call on Derek Hamlin. With 10:17 to go in the second period.
And we're about to see on the
UNLV,
monitor. And
there's
that's
that
clearly
high
a high
stick there.
sticking.
Getting it up in the face of Luke Burke at the scorer's table. UNLV getting their first look on the power play tonight against the Seawolves. Del Monte over to Carson Strong. Back over to Del Monte. Cross ice for McCollum. McCollum, one-timer save made. Loose puck. Jensen can't get to it. It's going to be sent down the length of the ice by UNLV. Paladin's going to stop that one up.
Yeah, Jensen's definitely mad at himself there because he knew that he had a chance there off that rebound.
Del Monte filters that one over for Azaro Tinling. Tinling pressured at the half wall.
For high sticking, time of the penalty, 9:43 of the second period. That's Hamlin.
Big puck battle here at the near corner.
9:43. That means your Rebels are on the Ruby.
Puck still loose there. Lots of shoving and jousting there. And we got a little bit of extracurriculars there. Kosabud getting the stick up high on Riley Jensen. We got more extracurriculars at the near wall. Azaro Tinling mixing it up there with Caleb Height. And they're still talking Height and Tinling at the near wall. Jensen coming over to have some words. And the refs break everything up, and cooler heads look like they'll prevail. But McCollum talking to Height on his way over to the bench. And Jensen's going to be posted, and he'll go to the box, as well as Kosabud. And we're waiting on the official call there as we get some rough stuff here with 9:25 to go.
Anchorage number 7, minor penalty, cross-checking. UNLV number 10, minor penalty, roughing.
Kosabud getting 2 for roughing, and Jensen getting 2 for cross-checking. His cross-check went up high on Jensen. And
So if they go through the replay of this, it's going to be flipped. It looked like Jensen was the one, if he cross-checked, made the cross-check, and the roughing was made by Kosabud. But I don't agree with the call at all there. I think that it should have been only roughing on the Seawolves right there. And you know me, I give it to you straight. I give it to you the way it is. Both teams were pushing a little bit. And Carson Kosabud, he was the person to put the hand on the face during the play of Riley Jensen. So if they show a replay, you will see that. And I don't think that there should have been a equal penalty there. I think it should have just been on the Seawolves there. And you already know me, I'll give it to you straight and down the middle of the way it is.
penalties offset for Jensen and Kosabud. Still 5-on-4 for UNLV for just about a minute that remain on the power plays. Strong's going to take that one, play some catch with Del Monte. Now over to McCollum. McCollum at the half wall. He'll pirouette at the blue line. He'll skate that one over to Del Monte, over to Strong. Strong back to Del Monte. Del Monte over to McCullum. McCullum that hops over his stick. Gets poked away by Osborne. McCullum wrestles that one back. Now Strong gains his own for UNLV. Strong will pull up at the point. He'll wait for some support, puts a move on Cole, skates the blue line. Sauces one over to Cole Wyatt. Wyatt looks now down low for Flanders. That skips over his stick. Flanders is going to keep possession. Flanders cross ice for Wyatt. He wasn't really ready for that one. Now over to Johnson, back over to Wyatt. Wyatt now lets a pass go for Flanders in tight. He can't get a shot on goal there. Off the glass and out. Down to Pavlison, who's going to stop that one up. Flanders is going to take this one with just a few more seconds left. Leaves that one for Manning, who's going to turn up. Back out to the point. Barry cross ice for Wyatt. Back over to Johnson. Johnson lets shot go. Blocked in front. Loose puck can't be whacked at by Flanders. It's going to be sent back down low. UNLV plays it around the boards. It's going to be sent down the length of the ice. Not fast enough for an icing. Off the glass. Chipped at by a couple players, and LaJoie is going to come away with that for the Seawolves. And a big penalty kill for Anchorage there. We got an offsides with 7:44 to go.
Definitely not a very good power play there by the Rebels. More focused on roughing with the Seawolves there than trying to put a puck behind the net. And honestly there, only to get one shot off on that whole entire power play. You want to get more of an opportunity there. It really seemed like this was going to be a turning point in the game. And the only thing that turned out to be for the Rebels is giving the other team, the Seawolves, a lot more of an advantage. They have 21 shots to the Rebels 9. And that doesn't even count the amount of shots that have missed. Because earlier in this period, there was a one-timer that missed the stick of Pavlison by a couple inches. So that 21 shots isn't even the full story of the game right now. There's a lot more puck possession by the Seawolves, and the Skating Rebels got to do a much better job controlling the puck and putting the puck over on the other team's zone.
Definitely a more even period this period so far. Despite the shot totals, UNLV, they've only gotten 3 shots compared to Alaska Anchorage's 9 in this period. But UNLV has looked a whole lot better during this period, at least on the defensive side of things.
Oh, absolutely. They were playing really good, and that's why I said this could be the real turning point, because they're playing good hockey in this period. Then they get the power play. Now when you get the power play, take advantage of it, put up at least a good shot, put up a couple good quality shots, get a good possession so it gives momentum to your team for the rest of the period. But right now the momentum of the game kind of shifted during the power play because the Alaska Anchorage really got a good job on the penalty kill there, and now they have the advantage, and now this faceoff's at UNLV zone.
That draw won by Alaska Anchorage. Gilson creeps in, tipped on net, held in the chest of Pavlison for a whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to salute those who have gave themselves to serving our country. We ask that all of our veterans who have served in the United States...
Fresh legs out for UNLV. Starting line of Bradley Gallant, Michael Batuzov, and Nick Flanders out there. Hunter Mazzillo and Kyle Quinn, the defensive pairing. Max Helgeson.
Thank you, veterans and active
Matt Allen. Shot there blocked by Kyle Quinn, diving out. Gelson's going to pass that one up for Merritt. Cross ice for Finley. He's going to send that one back up for Helgeson. Batuzov is going to come away with the loose puck. Leaves that for Flanders. Flanders now in stride. Flanders lets a shot go. Tipped wide by Finley. Now Gallant now can't take that one. Flanders dives for a loose puck. Can't come away with possession there. And here comes Allen starting it out. Up for Helgeson. The lone goal scorer so far in this game. Feeds one to the slot. That's going to be kicked away by Pavlison. Gilson's going to send that one back in. Helgeson's going to try and spin one to the slot. Picked off and chipped out by Max Johnson. Johnson pickpockets Allen there in the neutral zone. Johnson now head up. Kennedy in support. Kennedy floats one to the slot. Gallant can't get his stick on that one. Allen just going to skip that one off the boards for himself. Spins that one to the opposite corner for Paxton Malone. Malone up ice now. Gunnar Smith is going to pull up. We got an offsides And Max Johnson not happy with that one, expressing his frustration with the linesman. A very fast-looking rush, a normal-looking rush for UNLV there, just blown off sides.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get a big rush taken from an offsides. It really hurts the momentum. And now it's going to be a face-off just outside the blue line of the Seawolves zone.
Face-off won by UNLV. Barry's going to send a dump in. It's going to be gloved by Lamoureux. He's going to have to pounce right back on that one and hold for a whistle. Bit of a miscommunication there from goaltender to skater. But Lamoureux is quick enough to get there and made some contact with Azaro Tinling, and Tinling comes over and gives him a chop on the pads, expressing his non-intent to run into him there.
Yeah, good job by Tinling bringing in the pressure so that Lamoureux kind of was forced to get the puck back in. He was about to take it out, but he's like, no, I got to keep it back in. And now it's going to be stuck at his own.
Face-off won by Strong. Del Monte, his shot whistles just wide. Tinling in on the forecheck there. Hamlin, pressure by Burke. It's going to be poked on out. Left there for Belitsky. Going to get bumped by Jake Berry. Carson Strong now is going to take this one behind the net. Pressured there by Alex Gomez. Del Monte is going to spin that one back for D partner Jake Berry. Berry up ice for Tinling. Tinling tries to tip that one between his legs. Hamlin's there. Good defensive play by him. Pass up ice. Tipped by Burke, sent back in for Cole White, who's going to just send a cross corner dump on net for Lamoureux. Now White starting that one out for the Seawolves. Spins that one into the zone. Alex Johnson back there to recover for UNLV. Chips that one up to the open ice. McCullum now. Tipped by Jensen. Not all the way in. That's going to be stopped up by Jared White, who's going to pass that one up for Ben Almquist. Almquist now head up, leaves that one for Gukler. Gukler out to Osborne. Turn pass to Gukler. Up ice for Almquist. He loses an edge. Wyatt's going to pick that one up and loses the possession. Osborne's going to feed that one right back to Almquist. Drop pass there for Height. Height's going to feed that one just wide of the net. Good scoring chance there for Height as he gained the high slot and let a shot go. Now Jensen's going to try and get around Gukler. Gets stood up there. Now Connor Cole is going to send that one the other way. UNLV is going to come away with possession now. 4:30 to go in this middle period. Ben Almquist is just going to filter that one into the zone, stopped up by Landon Pavlizin. Now UNLV, Hunter Mazzillo, that's going to be tipped away by Petuzov. Now here comes Alaska Anchorage the other way. LaJoie is going to come in, gain the zone, lets a shot go just wide of the net. Loose puck there, shot by that Anchorage player, Carson Kosabud. It's going to be blocked away there. Now here comes Alaska Anchorage. That's LaJoie trying to gain the slot there. It's going to be filtered on, sticked away, wraparound chance. Pavlizin trying to seal the bottom of the net, loose puck there. Frenzy of sticks and players in there. That's going to skip to behind the net, and more saves by Pavlizin, making some key saves here with just over 3 3/4 to go in this middle frame. Alaska Anchorage still with possession of the puck, getting some nice zone time. Kosabud. That's going to be Darby, who spins away from pressure and just sends that one in. Back up to Kosabud at the point. He's going to try and take that one into the corner. He does. Pressured by Gallant and Quinn. Filter back to the slot. A shot in tight there from Kanash is going to be stopped up by Pavlizin, but here comes Darby. He's going to send that one right back into the zone and around the boards. Kosabud tries to pinch, but Petuzov chips that one out. Helgeson's going to be pushed off the puck there by Nick Flanders, and it's going to be sent right back into the zone from Mazzillo over to Quinn. Quinn's just going to scoop that one, but Allen's in there. Great forechecking presence from the Seawolves, keeping UNLV hemmed in. A diving play by Quinn using his reach, pokes that one out. Now here comes Gunnar Smith coming the other way. He gets rubbed out at the half wall there by Gilson. And a great effort there by Kyle Quinn, being able to reach out and poke that away for a Helgeson, waiting in the slot for that pass to come to him. Now it's going to skip free out of the zone. Gilson's going to pick that one up in his own zone, sends that one up ice. Barry's going to be on that puck. It's going to be chipped right back in for Finley. Under 2.5 to go Still a 1-0 game as Finley surveys the ice. Gilson head up through his own zone now. His pass to the neutral zone is going to be tipped in. Pavlidzen stops that one up way outside his crease. Plays that one off the half wall out of the zone for Azaro Tinling. Tinling can't keep a handle. He pokes that one. Stopped up by the official, and Tinling's just going to fling that one around the boards. Flung out to Litsky. Litsky puts a move on Tinling. He's going to get some open ice in the neutral zone. He's going to leave that one out. Can't connect there with Alex Gomez, and here comes Tinling the other way. Sends that one in. Tinling's going to pull up at the half wall. Leaves that one for Burke. Burke spins that one to the opposite point for Johnson. Alec Johnson now going to lay a big reverse hit there on Brett Bamber. Trying to get his squad fired up. 1.5 minutes now to go. Derek Hamlin surveying the ice from behind his own net. Alaska Anchorage taking a more of a controlled breakout stance. That's going to be tipped further into the zone. Height's going to take a bump there from Johnson, be wrestled to the ice of the half wall. Now here comes UNLV the other way. Strong feeds that one to Wyatt. Wyatt back to McCollum. He fans on a one-timer there in the slot. Another good scoring chance off the rush for UNLV coming off of that left wing. 1 minute to go. Gugler's going to mishandle that puck. He's going to have to spin back. Plays that one for Max Osborne. Osborne now head up to the neutral zone. He's going to gain the red line and just flip that one into the zone. Pavlidzen stops that one up. Ben Almquist in on the forecheck. Jensen's just going to chop at that one. Demizio's going to try and glove that one down at the half wall, but LaJoie's going to be pressuring him. Mesa players on the half wall. 34 to go in this period. LaJoie's going to feed that one to Osborne. Osborne in cross ice there intended for Matt Johnson. He sends that one-timer wide. Now over to Johnson. Johnson lets the shot go. Blocked by Demizio. Johnson's going to take his own rebound behind the net. Leaves that one for Almquist. Over to Johnson again. Johnson lets the cross-ice pass go. That's going to be broken up by Kyle Quinn. A great defensive effort by Quinn this period. Under 10 to go in the middle frame. 5 to go. One last rush here for LaJoie. LaJoie filters one to the corner after he loses it. And that'll be the end of 2. Still 1-0 in favor of the Seawolves. The Seawolves still have the advantage of the shots. 25-10. And Ryan, before we go to break, tell me what you saw in that period.
Talk about a lot of action in the end there, Dom. That was a lot of stoppage-free hockey. But both sides there, I feel like, played a pretty good half. Alaska Anchorage were putting good shots on net. Just Landon Pavlidzen did an amazing job making multiple acrobatic saves, not just in the first period, but again in the second period. And I feel like the Skating Rebels did a better job putting shots on the net in the second period, even though it doesn't really show on the board right now. They only have 10 shots on net. I feel like the quality of shots are pretty good, and they did a better job keeping the puck in Alaska Anchorage's zone a little bit better than the first period, but they gotta do it a lot better. They played 8 periods in total against Alaska Anchorage and only scored 1 goal. They gotta score more goals to be able to win the game. Landon Pavlidzen could only do so much.
And that's exactly right there. Both teams did really tighten up their play in this second period, but UNLV still hasn't really found a way to crack Joey Lamoureux, and they have found those chances to get good looks off of the rush, especially off the left wing. Much like the first period, they were getting good looks off the left wing during the second. And Lamoureux has been standing tall with the shots that he has been facing. But if UNLV is going to be able to tie this game before they win it, they have to test Lamoureux a lot more in this third period.
But also, let's remember about goalie Joey Lamoureux. We haven't brought him up enough tonight. Pitching a shutout again tonight. Hasn't given up a goal yet, and he's doing a great job tonight. So I also want to preface that before we go into break, is that Joey Lamoureux is doing an amazing job making sure that these amazing opportunities that you are bringing up, these good opportunities by the Rebels at that left wing, they're not going in because of Joey Lamoureux making good saves. Even though Pavlidzen's been going between the pipes, acrobatic, putting up his stick, putting his life on the line to make these saves. Joey Lamoureux is also doing a really good job. But like you said, the speed line, Gallant, Batuzov, and Flanders, those 3, because they're playing against a speedy team Alaska, they gotta put up their speed because they've had a couple good possessions. And Cole White, he missed the open shot on the one-timer. You gotta at least put it on net. You gotta put these one-timer shots on net, put up shots on the board, so at least there's a chance off a rebound.
Definitely there, and just like the first intermission, excuse me, one bounce away for both teams to change this entire game. Just about 13 minutes left in this intermission, a quick ice cut, and we'll be right back for the third period of action between the UNLV Skating Rebels and the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves. Stay with us. Welcome back in the Dollar Loan Center for more UNLV Skate and Rebel hockey against the University of Alaska Anchorage. On the call is myself, Dominic LaValle, and Ryan Gilder. If you're just joining us, the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves lead the Skate and Rebels 1-0 through 40 minutes. A very tight game, a lot of north-south hockey. There were some adjustments made clearly during that first intermission for the second period for the Skate and Rebels. They gave up an early goal from Max Helgeson 20 seconds into the game, and there hasn't been a goal scored since. UNLV has really tightened up their play, but they still haven't challenged Joey Lamoureux enough. But on the flip side, the Seawolves, they've challenged goaltender Landon Pavlison, who you see entering the ice now, a plenty. And Pavlison has made plenty of key saves during that middle frame. He's been going post to post. He's been getting his blocker arm out. He's been flashing the leather all night. But in this third period, with UNLV only having 10 shots on goal, you really need to start throwing anything and everything at the net. And as hockey cliche as it sounds, you need pucks and people to the net.
Absolutely. Landon Pavlison's the reason why this game is still right now a game. Has been making amazing acrobatic saves in and out of the pipes. And then now, right now, we're in the third period. Rebels only have 10 shots. They gotta put in a lot more shots, at least to the net, just like you said, from anywhere, any angle, just crash the net. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Alaska Anchorage, on their side, I think got 25 shots on net. One goal by them, and that can not really, it would pretty much seal it. I would not like to say 2 goals would seal a game, but how UNLV's been playing against Alaska Anchorage, if Alaska Anchorage gets one more goal, that's pretty much the game. So UNLV defensively has to play like how they did last period, and then control the puck when they have it, and shoot your one-timer shots, and at least hit the net. You can't miss it, kind of like Cole Wyatt did on the one-timer and miss the net completely.
And we are underway in this third period of hockey here from the Dollar Loan Center in Henderson, Nevada, as we have an icing. And once again, if you are just joining us in this third period, the University of Alaska Anchorage Seawolves lead the UNLV Skate and Rebels 1-0. Seawolves have the advantage in the shot column, 25-10. Landon Pavlison has been challenged plenty of times tonight. He's made some pretty big key saves. However, the opening goal of this game and the lone goal in this game scored by Max Helgeson, 19 seconds in, beating Pavlison low on the blocker side. That faceoff is going to be won by the Seawolves, and it's going to be sent in by Bamber there. Hamlin's going to play that one in. Hamlin is the leading point getter for the Seawolves, and he's going to let a clap bomb go just wide of the net from Pavlison and Hazaro Tinling, the University of Vermont transfer. Tried to gain the zone there. Catamounts alumni. Now the UNLV Skate and Rebel, he's tied for the lead on the Skate and Rebels for the goal as Almquist tried to dance his way through the slot. Lost possession of that puck. Almquist is going to take that one now below the goal line. Darby's going to take that one. Passes that one out to Matt Johnson, who can't keep a handle on that one. He's going to have to recoil in his own zone. Leaves that for Darby. James Darby sitting behind Joey Lamoureux. He's been flawless so far, stopping all 10 shots he's seen in this game. Making some pretty key saves on some solid scoring opportunities, the best of which coming from Bradley Gallant in that middle period. So Riley Jensen's going to spin one around for Cole White, who's going to pitch that one back down for DeMizio. Skips off his stick and bounces harmlessly on net for Lamoureux, who's going to hold for a whistle just about a minute and 19 seconds into this period.
Yeah, both teams going into this period a little bit sloppy, I'd have to say. Not really any good opportunities so far. And there's a time for the Rebels to kind of reset.
Offensive zone faceoff coming out to the left of Joey Lamoureux. It's going to be won by the Seawolves. The man Ben Almquist against Gunnar Smith. He beat Gunnar Smith in that draw. Height tries to chip that one in. Dalmonte is back there to retrieve that puck. He's going to send that one tipped into the zone, almost hitting the linesman again tonight. We had both linesmen getting hit by pucks. Lots of unlucky puck luck if you're in stripes. Stretch pass tipped into the zone by Height. Bounces on net into the chest of Pavlison and hold for a whistle with 18:16 left.
Yeah, a whole lot of North and South hockey like you talked about earlier, Dom, and unlucky puck luck for the people in stripes tonight. Every referee seems like they got their fair share of nice little bruises from the puck tonight.
Builds character. Got to get hit with a puck every now and then. So that's going to be filtered into the opposite corner. Dalmonte in there on Gomez. Spun back around to the opposite corner. Max Johnson's going to chip that one. And Gunnar Smith's going to filter that one right back out. Gilson's going to That one over to Jared White. He's going to spin around and get decked by Max Johnson at the half wall. That brings the crowd to some oohs and ahs. And Johnson's just going to tip that puck into the zone and get changed up. Near full sail changes, 4 fresh legs out there. Batuzov, Flanders, Alec Johnson, and Rob McCullum out there. Now Gunnar Smith is going to get changed up, and Bradley Gallant's going to come on for him. Starting pairing and starting line out for the Skating Rebels as Gomez is going to get sent into the boards by Alec Johnson. Belitsky is going to take that at the half wall. Gallant pickpockets him, and Gallant tries to headman up to Flanders, but that gets lost in his skates, and here comes the Seawolves the other way. Connor Belitsky is going to let a shot go, stick to the high glass by Pavlizin. He's going to get on his own rebound as Belitsky. Johnson's going to send that one out. Sent right back on net, gloved and held baseball style by Pavlizin for another whistle.
I played a little bit of baseball back in my heyday in high school a couple of years ago. And if you look like me, just like I was in left field, called the ball, made the catch, and now off to the face-off that's now in the offensive zone for the Seawolves.
Carson Strong wins that one, and Quinn's going to spin that one around the boards for Luke Burke. Seawolves are going to come away with that. LaJoie's going to get upended by Mazzillo. Tinling plays that one on for Strong. Strong now gains the red line, chips that one into the zone. Stopped up by Lamoureux almost. Brett Bamber plays that one around. UNLV keeps the puck in the zone. Now Strong's going to retreat. He'll look, play that one up for Zaro Tinling, who's just going to backhand that one into the zone. Luke Birkin on the forecheck on Bamber. Strong pressuring his man at the half wall. Derek Hamlin. It's going to be played around the boards for Brett Bamber. Bamber now head up through his own zone, chips that one up ice. Pitched right back on by Mazzillo to Bamber, who sends that one opposite corner and gets changed up. Just about 3.5 ticked off the clock here at the Dollar Loan Center. Still 1-0 in favor of the Seawolves. As Hunter Mazzillo head up through the neutral zone, tries to get one to Riley Jensen, who just can't reach that puck. Allen now below the goal line, pressured by Del Monte. He gets taken down. Demizio is going to take that loose puck. Now Jason Demizio gets pickpocketed there by Cole. Demizio in on his own loose puck, filters that one up to Cole White, who's going to spin that one off the boards. Slightly out of the zone, back into the neutral zone for Carson Kosaba, who's going to leave that one out for James Darby. Darby up ice for Connor Cole. He gets pickpocketed there. Del Monte trying to filter that one right back up. Kosaba's going to stop that one up at his blue line. He'll retreat, send that one up. It's going to be picked off by Barry. Cross ice for Johnson. Johnson gets stood up at the blue line by Kosabud. And Anchorage is going to recoil behind their own goal line. Helgeson, cross ice for Kosabud. Helgeson, the goal scorer for the Seawolves in this one. Played in the corner, Belitsky. It's going to be picked off by Johnson. Johnson springs Brendan Manning now. Brendan Manning in the zone, leaves that for Johnson. Johnson lets a shot go, gloved, tipped over the net, and that's going to bounce off the high glass and onto the top of the net. That brings the crowd to their feet. And that could have been that one bounce that we've been talking about all night that could bring UNLV right back in there. A great opportunity off the left wing once again by UNLV, this time for Max Johnson.
Now we're going to see on the replay, but one bounce could really win you or lose you a game. The snapshot by Johnson tipped up. Now, if that just bounced a couple of inches earlier, that would have been a goal.
Bit of that shot kind of handcuffed Joey Lamoureux there as it kind of went off the cuff of his catching glove and bounced harmlessly onto the top of the net. So we have Jared White coming the other way for the Seawolves. He spins a backhander on net, caught and held by Pavlizin.
That was a pretty strong backhander there.
Reminiscent to Crosby. That was a pretty, I can't even lift the puck in tight, let alone from the high slot.
I can't even get on the ice.
14:44 left in this third period. Full sail changes for both squads here.
Now we're going to be talking about skating tomorrow on the Rebel Pass podcast with Kayla Fossey as host. I'll be the guest co-host of it.
There you go.
It'll be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific, the release of it.
That puck going to be filtered into the zone by UNLV. Kosbug comes away with it. He's going to send that one up for LaJoie. LaJoie's going to filter that one in the slot for Kanash. Burke springs Strong. Strong's just going to send that one behind the net. And Anchorage is going to come away with that puck. Kyle Quinn, D-to-D from Mazzillo. That pass got kind of tipped up by Johnson. Mazzillo can't settle that puck down, but then he does. Now Mazzillo getting pressured by Johnson. He's just going to send that puck into the zone. Seawolves starting it out now. Connor Cole leaves that one for Caleb Height. Tries to dance around the defenseman, Kyle Quinn, who he's successful there but loses the puck. Bamber can't send that one right back in, but Cole's there. Leaves that for Almquist. Almquist behind the net. Dances, poked away by Quinn. Puck battle at the half wall. Batuzov comes away with it. Tries to spring Flanders down the ice. Flanders lets a one-timer go. Sails that one over the net. UNLV still with possession. Batuzov can't get a handle on that puck in the corner. Skips harmlessly back to the Seawolves. And a big open ice collision there with Cole and Barry. Barry giving Cole some lip service on his way back over.
Barry laid the lumber and let him know after. That was a big hit there. And definitely tune in to the podcast tomorrow, 9 a.m. Pacific. We talk with Pax, we talk with Muzz, we talk about our golf game, our ice skating. My ice skating isn't very pleasant. We talk about hockey. It's a very good podcast. Listen in tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Definitely a good way to get to know your UNLV skating Rebels a bit better. They shed the pads and get a little more personal. So there's a one-timer there from the point, patted away by Pavlison. That one-timer cranked on net by James Darby. Barry now in his own zone, waits with the puck. Tries to get that one up by Sapaxa Malone, who is on the podcast tomorrow morning. Jared White's just going to spin that one into the zone for Malone. Barry, cross ice for Demizio. Demizio now through the zone, shakes free from some pressure, feeds that one into the skates of Daniel Fisher in the slot. Can't keep a handle on that one. Now here comes Jared White. Chips that one into the glass. He'll be in pursuit there. Johnson's going to send that one in. Malone took a little tumble there behind the play. And now here comes Alaska Anchorage the other way. Played into the corner again. Sent off the glass and out by Malone. That skips free for Max Osborne.
Now the clock is ticking. We're almost 11 minutes in, and the Rebels only have one shot in the third period.
Definitely not enough there. Is Riley Jensen's going to lose the puck. Shot on Pavlison. Rebound. Loose puck. Another loose puck. Tried to be filtered onto the slot. Kennedy uses the leg there to block that passing attempt. A great save by Pavlison, but a really good scoring chance there for Anchorage. Johnson's going to let a shot go. Tip to the high glass. Jensen now filters that one out. Jensen's going to take that loose puck there.
Pavlison, who's been having a really good night, let a rebound go there, and that was almost costly, and that almost cost the Rebels the game there.
Cole White looked like he tried to center a pass there for Batuzov. Couldn't get that one, and now here comes the Seawolves the other way. That's Allen. He's just going to poke that one in. Haugesson in there against Kyle Quinn. Nick Flanders. Allen in there for the puck support. Cole White's going to come away with that puck. He's going to send that one off the glass and down the length of the ice for an icing here with 10:49 to go. And you're looking at that save from Pavlison. That shot kind of handcuffed him. And the loose puck bounced the other way. But Jack Kennedy sticking out the leg and kind of making that dive and effort prevented any second chance scoring opportunity.
Yeah, great job there to prevent the second chance scoring opportunity. The Rebels only have one shot in this period so far with 10:49 to go. And just like you said, any angle, any type of shot, that's what the Rebels need to do right now.
Here comes Nick Flanders now up the wing. Flanders tries to cut to the slot, gets broken up by Bamber. Flanders spins one to the slot there. No UNLV skating Rebel home, a lot of green jerseys. Cross ice, offsides whistle, and Quinn after the whistle lets a hit on Beliski, and we got a bit of a skirmish here on the offensive zone, and you could be thinking here that we could have some frustration from UNLV kind of taken over here. They have only 11 shots on goal through about, trying to quick math here, 49 and a half minutes in this game. And they haven't been able to solve Joey Lamoureux. They haven't been able to get the puck as much or keep possession of the puck as much as they would like to. And Quinn surprisingly doesn't have a penalty after the whistle, but there is some frustration there.
Yeah, I think that Quinn didn't do that out of frustration. I think that he did that because he was already leaning in for the hit, and he laid it just as the whistle was going off, and it really looked bad. I think it looked worse than it really was, and the referees knew that.
Definitely drew a crowd there. Bamber's going to play that one up, and that's going to be off the glass and out of the zone for Belitsky. He tries to play that between his legs for Jared White. Picked off by Malone, and Belitsky's going to take that puck back and spin it into the zone, and Anchorage is going to get some full sail changes off of that. Just under halfway through this third period now. Shot there just wide of the net. Good scoring chance by Matt Knash. Now here comes Max Johnson the other way for the Skating Rebels. Johnson lets a shot go. It's just going to skim right in front of Lamoureux's pads and harmlessly bounce back to LaJoie. LaJoie now cross ice for Johnson. Leaves out for LaJoie. LaJoie shot shouldered away by Pavlis, and he's going to stick that to the corner for Johnson, who's going to flip that one up. That looks like it got hit by a high stick there by Johnson, who's going to touch it up and take a hit from Azaro Tinling late, and they're going to exchange some words with the UNLV bench, and I can imagine some Skating Rebels are giving him some lip service on their way over, on his way past. And we got Nick Flanders looking very animated at the bench, talking to Carson Kosabud, and Flanders still animated as this faceoff's going to come just outside the UNLV defensive zone with 9.5 to go.
We talked about hits that are unnecessary. That hit by Tinling was completely unnecessary. He knew that there was going to be a high sticking call going to be made. He did not need to hit the Seawolf after the play was over there.
Now Tinling lets the shot go shouldered away by Lamoureux. Tinling's going to take that pass again at the half wall, pressured there by Gukler. It's going to skip free now. And here comes Osborne. Osborne now dances on Quinn, avoids a hit, and Pavlison comes out of his net, pokes that away. Gutsy play there from Landon Pavlison. Skips free. Burke lays a hit there. Shot on Pavlison. He's going to squeeze the arm for a whistle, and we got some more little shoves after the whistle. And Tinling's stick breaks his second one this game that is snapped.
Alaska Anchorage doing a really good job keeping the puck on the other side of the ice, keeping it away from their own zone. Rebels with only one shot still in this third period.
Draw out to the left of Landon Pavlison, won by UNLV. Damonte shakes off a hit there from Jared White. That puck's going to skip into the zone. Pass down the length of the ice, and we got a big hit behind the play. That puck's going to skip free now. Here comes Riley Jensen and Mizio 2-on-2. Jensen up the right wing, lets the shot go just wide of the net. Barry's going to try and scoop that one back in, but that's going to be stopped up there by Alex Gomez, who tries to gain the zone. He does. Gomez now in the corner, shoots. Stick save there by Pavlison. Settled down by Gallant, who's going to start it out. Gallant pressured by White. Wyatt's there for support. He'll send that one in. Lamoureux around the boards. Flanders ties his man up at the half wall. Gallant in pursuit there. Gallant tries to throw a hit on Bamber. He gets shaken off. That's sent over the heads of the UNLV players, and we got a whistle. Flanders and Derek Hamlin exchanging some words, and Flanders being escorted to the penalty box. And Hamlin escorted to the box as well. Waiting on the official call.
Anchorage 63, minor penalty, slashing. UNLV, number 11, minor penalty, slashing.
Both players getting hit with slashing calls there. Gonna have some 4-on-4 hockey. A lot more room out there on the ice for both squads.
there's more room on the ice, but Flanders is one of those guys on the speed line, and to be without Flanders on the speed line is going to be a little bit difficult, but it is 4-on-4 hockey, so you will have more room.
Face-off out to the right of Landon Pavlizin, won by Kanash. Wired shot there, just wide of Pavlizin's glove there. Now LaJoie's going to take that one below the goal line, pressured by Rob McCullum. LaJoie's going to spin one on net, stick save by Pavlizin. And here comes Strong now. He's going to play that from around the boards. Johnson upends Kanash. Now McCullum's going to stop up, leave that for Alec Johnson. Johnson now. Drop pass for McCullum. Tipped in by Alec Johnson. He's going to be pressured at the half wall. Puck skips into the corner there. Azaro Tinling now. Tinling puts the brakes on Helgeson. Filters one to the slot, gets into the open ice. Johnson tees himself up. Big save there from Lamoureux. Now here comes the Seawolves starting their way out. Pass filtered up to Helgeson. Lone goal scorer. Here comes Helgeson up the left wing. He pulls up. Leaves that one there for Allen. He's going to put the brakes on Gunnar Smith, and we got another whistle. Looks like Carson Kosaba is going to be escorted to the box here for the Seawolves, giving UNLV another look at the power play with 6:39 to go in this third period of play. High sticking is the call on the Seawolves, and Rob McCullum skating up to the official, signaling a timeout, and the Skating Rebels will be taking their first time out of the game as they're going to head to the power play once again tonight. The Skating Rebels power play hasn't looked great, but we've talked all night about how this game is one bounce away, and this power play late in this third period is UNLV's biggest chance so far to get back in this game.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, just one bounce, and right now the best chance that UNLV has is just putting in shots. And we talked about in this intermission about the house, that about 10-foot range that if you make around the net, that's how far 70% of shots are in the NCAA that are goals. So you gotta get shots close to the net and just keep on hammering in, crash the net. That's the big terminology, crash the net. That's what the Rebels gotta do, just put in shots towards the net. Last time, remember the person was who saved the day at the Dollar Loan Center, it was Robert McCollum. He was out there just now. Let's see if he can come in and make a big play.
They really do need to challenge Joey Lamoureux. Joey Lamoureux, the Sherwood, Wisconsin native, the transfer out of St. Cloud University in St. Cloud, a very good college hockey program. And he still is donning the colors of St. Cloud on his mask. He's still yet to get a new mask, but Lamoureux has made plenty of great saves tonight, but only 12 shots on goal for the Skating Rebels, and only some of those shots were really quality chances challenging Lamoureux. Other than that, it hasn't been an amazing night for UNLV trying to get good scoring chances.
I don't know how to feel as a goalie. Like, you get a shutout, that's amazing, but facing 12 shots, that as a goalie, because I'm not a goalie, would that take anything away from a shutout that you get if it's only 12 shots?
It could, just off of the fact of not facing as many shots over the course of the night. You can't really get in as much of a rhythm because you're not facing as many consistent shots. Pavlizin looks a little locked in. He's faced 32 shots. He's given up one goal, and that one goal came 19 seconds into this game. Since then, he has kind of lost his post, or he's lost his positioning occasionally, but at the same time, he's made some huge saves over the course of this game, really being the biggest factor of why this game is only 1-0. But with this 4-on-3 opportunity, UNLV to the power play, with more ice out there, this is going to be a big chance for UNLV to be able to tie this game up. Matthias Dalmonte and Rob McCullum, the D pairing. And Strong and Tinling out there. Strong now at the right dot, waits. Dalmonte now. High slot. Dalmonte is going to wait. Looks, Dalmonte shot. Blocked in front by Bamber. And he's going to send that one down the length of the ice. Good effort there by Brett Bamber, the St. Albert, Alberta native, giving up the body. Now Tinling at the half wall. He's going to look. Leaves that one for Strong. Strong over to Robert McCullum at the left face-off dot. He's going to go for a skate with it. McCullum looks, shoots just over the net. Good look there from the Skating Rebels. Just under a minute and a half to go on this power play, and McCullum really looking for a similar goal that he had against Utah on the power play that really kind of kickstart their comeback in that 3-2 win. And now we have Strong head up through the neutral zone. He's going to put a move on height. He's going to gain the zone. He'll pull up. Flanders and Hamlin's penalties are up. We got 5-on-4 hockey now for about a minute. Cole Wyatt at the left dot. He'll wait. Tries to get a pass up to Barry. Fans on it. It's going to skip out of the zone. Just over 50 seconds to go on this UNLV power play. Up to Flanders. He's going to send that one cross corner. Wyatt in there. It's going to be sent around. Pinch at the wall by Johnson. He's going to keep that one in. Alec Johnson, that is. Back at the point for Alec Johnson. Over to Barry, point to point. Barry skating the blue line. Leaves that for Cole Wyatt. Back to Barry. Barry looking. 30 seconds to go now. Wyatt shoots one that's going to be stopped up. Shot in tight by Flanders. Another shot. He just misses a net high. Another great opportunity. Lamoureux without the goal stick. Over to Cole Wyatt. Wyatt lets a shot go. Hits Flanders in front. Lamoureux still without the goal stick. He gets his goaltending stick back. Good chances there from UNLV. Just over 10 to go on this power play. Over to Johnson. Johnson shoots. He scores! Alec Johnson gets the Dollar Loan Center jumping after a broken play, sends all Seawolves players to the opposite corner, and the puck skips free to the high slot, and Johnson tees himself up for a patented one-timer from the high slot and fires that one top corner on Lamoureux, and we are tied.
The one-timer's good by Johnson, and we talked about what are the keys to the game for UNLV to fix on defense. Don't all go over to the puck because you're going to leave a lot of the ice open. That's exactly what Alaska Anchorage did. They all huddled on one corner, and the puck went out of the zone, and then it went straight to Alec Johnson, who got the open goal chance, and now it's a tie game with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go, and now UNLV has the advantage at this game.
And the Dollar Loan Center has come to life. That was the loudest I've heard this building all game. Everyone was up out of their seats banging on the glass, and we have a huge hit behind the play. And we have a player down. The official's arm is raised. Max Johnson being signaled. That's Brett Bamber, who went down behind the net there. Call on the ice. Looks like it's going to be boarding. We'll see how many minutes gets posted. Bamber gets up under zone power and skates away.
Yeah, those are always the most scary one when it's boarding.
Boarding is the call, minor penalty. And rewinding the stream on my end, it definitely was a scary hit. The numbers were turned to Johnson, and he clipped the right shoulder of Bamber as they went to the end boards to try and get that one, and Bamber collapsed to the ice. Still looks like he's on the bench, and we got a huge discussion. And the official's mic is still hot down on ice level. But now UNLV coming off of that goal from Alec Johnson. Max Johnson takes a penalty with 4:21 to go in a tie game. This could really swing the momentum here.
Yeah, a lot of momentum here. At least it's an exciting last 5 minutes of hockey, that's for sure.
Most definitely there. That's going to skip free there, but Gallant, one of the better penalty killers on this team. He's going to send that one out of the zone. Now here comes the Seawolves back the other way. Sent right back down the ice by the Rebels. A minute and a half to go on this Seawolves power play. It's going to be passed up to Dylan Finley. He's going to leave that one right back down below Joey Lamoureux behind his cage. And here comes the Seawolves starting it out. Finley spins that one into the zone. Caleb Height's going to get in on that one. Del Monte is going to wrestle the puck away from him.
Rebels, Raising Cane's power play goal. Scored by number
Hunter Mazzillo off the glass and out. Under a minute to go now. Alec Johnson being announced as the goal scorer officially. 49 to go in this UNLV penalty kill. Seawolves coming back the other way. Helgeson Spins away from pressure, leaves that one for Allen. His pass is going to be picked off, and Malone sends that one right back out. 34 seconds to go on the Seawolf power play. Now here comes Brett Bamber. Bamber's just going to send that one in as he gains the red line. Landon Pavlizin off the glass and out of the zone, over Bamber's stick, and Hamlin back over to Bamber. Bamber gets pickpocketed by Gunnar Smith, and he gets pickpocketed there by Connor Cole, and he'll have to spin back there off of pressure from Malone. 10 seconds to go on the Max Johnson boarding penalty. 5 to go now, maybe one last rush for the Seawolves as Cole's going to gain the zone, and that puck's going to be tipped way up high into the corner and into the netting, and the UNLV Skating Rebels come out of that penalty kill unscathed.
That was a pretty terrible penalty. That was a pretty terrible power play there by Alaska Anchorage. You gotta do a much better job than that. You couldn't even tell it really was a penalty kill from the Rebels because of how terrible it really was. Alaska Anchorage gotta do a better job there. It's a tie game. You wanna take the momentum back on your side, and you get 0 shots on your power play deep in the game. You can't do that.
Face off one there by Anchorage. The shot just tipped over to the high glass. Sent around. Max Osborne stops it up at the point. He's just going to send that one back in deep. Alex Johnson up to Petuzov. He's going to shovel that one out of the zone. Skips free. 2 minutes to go. Here at the Dollar Loan Center in the third period, all knotted up at 1 off the back of a goal from Alec Johnson. Now here comes Jared White off the left wing. White fans on a shot there. Petuzov gets that one, sends it off the boards, not out. Osborne back over to White. White evades pressure there. Cross ice from Belitsky. He shoots, he scores. Carter Belitsky, off of some sustained zone pressure from the Seawolves, takes a cross ice feed and finishes off a one-timer, and now the Seawolves are back out front with 1:37 to go.
Yeah, Belitsky got that really good one-timer shot, and he took advantage of it. He scored it, he hit top shelf right there, and Pavlison just couldn't get to it.
And the UAA fans very happy about that one here in Dollar Loan Center. Falls silent as the Rebels go down 2-1, and now Height lets a shot go, blocked by Manzella. Height second chance opportunity, feeds one to the blue paint, loose in the crease, and Pavlizin just sprawls out and lays on the puck and holds for a whistle. And UNLV now, after getting the house ruckus, Dollar Loan Center is back silent with 1:26 to go.
And look how the tables turn. This was a game that UNLV had all the advantage of. It looked like it was gonna go to overtime. It was gonna be an exciting overtime, but now Alaska Anchorage is up 2-1 with 1:26 to go in the game.
Had some repairs in Pavlizin's crease, and I'll tell you, it's not fun repairing a hole in ice with a puck and some water. Fingers go numb, but these guys probably used to that, as that's going to be won by the Seawolves. LaJoie's going to lose that puck battle to Quinn. It's going to skip free in the neutral zone. Minute 10 to go here. Pass picked off by Burke. Burke cross ice for Strong. Strong shoots. Directed up into the air by Lamro. Fed back to Strong. Strong in tight. Filters one to the point. We got an empty net for UNLV. Pavlizin into the bench, and here comes Height. Height shoots, rings it off the post there. Back to the slot. He can't correct with Almquist on a shot. Score! Matt Allen with the empty net goal with 48.2 remaining here. 3-1 now in favor of the Seawolves. Hunter Mazzillo trying to lay out and kick the puck away from danger, but it just beats him. And the insurance marker is potted by the Seawolves. That's Matt Allen, assisted by Caleb Height. 3-1 now, 48.2. Not looking great for UNLV.
Yeah, Matt Allen put the icing on the cake of that one, that's for sure.
Jake Berry leaves that for Matias Dalmonte. Dalmonte now lifts that one into the zone. Riley Jensen in pursuit. Dalmonte now feeds that to the slot between the legs of DeMizio. 30 seconds to go here in this period. Berry Gets Johnson up high with a little bit, and we got a penalty call. And looks like we got a UNLV player going to the box. It looks like Jason DeMizio being escorted to the penalty box with 24.3 seconds left in this contest. Waiting on the call. Roughing's a call for Jason DeMizio as he's posted. Boos raining down to the official. 24 seconds to go. UNLV down 3-1 and now on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting to see what Alaska does. I think they'll just decide to chew the clock here, hold on the puck, or they might try to get another goal here and make it 4-1.
Face off. One to the corner, Jack Kennedy. Kenny now gains the zone for UNLV, gets that puck poked away, feeds it to the slot there. Gunnar Smith spins it back to the point. Malone can't get it to Carollo. Carollo just chips that one in. 5 seconds to go, and the clock ticks down to the final moments, and the buzzer sounds. And this one, the University of Alaska Anchorage stave off a very, very late surge from the UNLV Skating Rebels in this third period. They get a couple goals, one off of the back of a one-timer, cross-ice pass, and then another one, the empty netter, that sealed the deal for the University of Alaska Anchorage. They win this one 3-1. They win the shot totals 33-15, and the Skating Rebels fall just short to the Seawolves once again.
Yeah, they got outbeat there, just a little bit there at the end of the game. UNLV did a good job coming back. They got the goal they needed. Alec Johnson with the one-timer. The crowd was electric. But Alaska Anchorage came back. They got the goal they needed. And then they're able to finish it off with Matt Allen. But I would have to say Landon Pavlison did a great job behind, in between the pipes. And it was a good quality game, I feel like, from the Rebels. I feel like they could have done a little better there, put up more shots. But I do feel like the Rebels put in a good fight tonight. And I feel like Alaska Anchorage did a good job coming back after a little bit of adversity late in the game.
It was an offensive battle, or a goaltending battle, excuse me, in this one. Despite that final score, teams conducting the handshake.